So this is the Abstract Data Octocontroller. This is an 8 output 12 function control module. And for each of the different functions, so we have gate functions, LFOs, some digital noise, sample and hold, CV and gates, so random gates, and our 10 pre-programmed arpeggios and 10 pre-programmed trigger loops. And for each one of these functions, you also have a clock division and multiplication based on the tempo which you set up here. You also have a phase offset of that clock division or multiplication. These can be quantized to the original tempo, but you can also turn this off by touching these buttons here. Each one of the functions also has an option which changes the behavior of that function. In this series of videos, what I'm going to be doing is building patches based on the Octocontroller. So all my pitch and all my clocking information will be coming from this module. So in this patch, what I wanted to do is combine some of the pre-programmed arpeggios, there's 10 within this module, to create the melody part for this sequence. Basically, what I've got is two oscillators, but I've also got two filters that are acting as oscillators too. And I was just trying to cheat as many voices out of this small system as I possibly could. So first off, let's start with the first one. That's this Dixie voice. This is just the triangle output. So that does that. I've also got a little bit of reverb on my mixer, and I'm using a delay as well, just because nobody really wants to hear dry synthesizers. So secondly, we've got this kind of bass line from the Pittsburgh oscillator. So that is this one here. And that's just a square wave into the Borg filter, and then the cutoff is being modulated by this output here. I don't know if you can see that. So this number 8 output is on an LFO, and that is modulating the cutoff frequency of my filter for this bass patch. Combined together, they sound like this. So then my third voice is the Mankato filter, which is going through some spring reverb, and then also have a little bit of modulation, which is controlled by this LFO again, but this LFO is opening a VCA, which has got some frequency modulation from the FM8. So one of the outputs of the FM8 is being applied on this LFO. So if we listen to that. So that's my third voice. Listen to them all together. And what I've also done to this Mankato oscillator is I've got another arpeggio from the Octocontroller out of this number 5 output here, and that is also being mixed into the input. So, and I have this attenuator cable, so I can bring in and out some melodic change. So. And I've also got some delay on that Mankato as well. So. So then I have another voice, which is this one. And that is just basically the Z2040 filter as an oscillator, and basically we've got some FM, and that amount of FM is being controlled by this LFO on the bottom here, so number 7. So then I have a kick drum. You can hear that there. You can hear the massive reverb on that. And basically that is clocked from this output here, and that's just going. So that's actually just a clock on quarter notes. You can see here. So the type is gates, or clocks, whatever, and then division is quarter notes, and basically that's going into this clock divider, and the eighth output is triggering the kick drum. The last voice I have is this, and that's just another output of the Mankato filter that's going through the spectral devastator down here, just to give it some crunch, and that's just being clocked by the first output of the rotating clock divider here. So altogether everything sounds like this. Once again, everything is clocked and all pitch is coming from the Octocontroller.